good morning, Hamza. Let me make everyone know we are live. Good morning, Steamy number 2. Okay, I'm waiting for the third one. The third person. Let me just announce. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I forgot to put on my Yes. Can you hear me now? Steamy. Great. So we are 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Hamza, Steamy, Emmanuel. You are all welcome. Great, 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 great. I'm happy you all can hear me today. Great. Ah, nice. So share the link, get everyone on. Let's get started. I mean, we're going to finish the market this week. Forget it. Forget it. We've entered the second part of the year for us to blow. Let me share my screen. Good to have you, Onyinye. You're welcome. All right. Let's share screen. All right. Let's check what the news has in store. Let's check the news. Forex Factory. Let's check what is happening with the news first. Okay. Let's check what's happening with the news. So today we're having news at 3 p.m., 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Nigerian time. We'll be having USD. All right. But I think most of the news has already happened before now. So let's get down to business. All right. Don't worry, I'll clear everything. We'll do it together. We'll do it together. So we're going to start, of course, with gold. All right. We're going to start with gold. I've looked at gold, and I think she's going to sell. Yep, I think she's going to sell. So I'm just going to use O and A because I don't want to ruin this, but it's no problem. I can do it again. Let's do it all again. Let's do it together. All right. Get everyone on. Share the link. Smash that like button. Okay. Share the link. Smash that like button. So let's look at what's really happening. Okay. On the weekly, it looks like a badass consolidation is happening here. All right. We know that gold is mostly fundamental now. So even with the DXY and all that, we know that gold is a fundamental pair. It is a safe haven. So you can't even class these days. It's not really working with what the DXY is doing, and that's what I'm trying to explain to people. But let's use technical analysis and see what's up first, because most of the time, gold technical analysis and gold, I mean, top notch. I mean, if your technical analysis is on point, you are good with gold. All right. But right now, they are saying something about US extending the tariff, extending the freeze on the tariff on China. So let's see how it's going to affect. But I believe if that's going to happen, USD will have an upper hand. Okay. And then people will relax with gold. Okay. So share. Let's get people on. All right. Let's get people on. Okay. So This is gold on the weekly. You can see it's a big ass consolidation. All right. And after consolidation is usually the manipulation. Right now, well, after this, you can clearly see market moving sideways, but you can't see much on the weekly. Let's look at how it looks on the daily. All right. Now, the daily is telling us what? The daily is telling us there's a break of structure here. All right. To the upside. All right. There's a break of structure here to the upside. Good morning, Shaky. Right? A break of structure to the upside. And on a normal day, you know the market is supposed to come back. All right. Come back either to the 6150 or this zone. This is my preferred zone where I like to wait. Okay. That's my preferred zone where I like to wait. Why are we reducing? Can't you guys hear me? Can't you guys see me? Okay. Can you guys see me and hear me? It's looking like nobody can see my screen or something. Can you see my screen? Okay, Steamy says yes. You can see my screen. So let's continue. Just share the link. Keep smashing the like button. Let's get people on because, I mean, 5 is such a small number. Come on, for what we're about to do today. All right. So we know we want to see the market go up from here, but that's not to say the market cannot go from this zone at the 6150. That's not to say. All right. However, we can clearly see the market really coming down this way. Okay. And let me drop it down to the 4 hour. And you know that for us to be sure she's going up, she has to break this previous high here. But this is the daily. It's still too much. Okay. Right now, she is really respecting this downtrend. And that's why a lot of us are looking to sell. Now, let's see if that sell is ready. And if that sell is ready, you know you want to be targeting around, because if she's taking off from here, you have to be careful. You know you want to be targeting around that zone. All right. That zone you want to be, in case she's taking off from here for the next high. So you don't want to overshoot. All right. You want to target this zone right here for you after your sell. All right. You want to target that zone. Okay. Or even to clear this liquidity right here. So this is another zone right here. I'm just going to use a line to do that one. So if you're selling, so you know that before you enter anything, you have to know where you're exiting. Okay. So I'm just going to leave a line there. Now let's get down into the nitty-gritty of things. We know that, okay, we can see her really rejecting that zone. How do we get in? Let's look for a reason to get in for the sell. Let's look for the reason to get in for the sell. Okay. I'm not seeing anything on the 4 hour. I'm not seeing anything on the 4 hour. Okay, I'm not saying, oh, I see an engulfed candle and it's been going down. Let's see the 2 hour. Okay. All right. Nothing. I'm not seeing good break of structure. It's not very visible. 1 hour. Now I see like a mini change of character right there. All right. I can see that here. Okay. Let's do 30 minutes. Yeah. Now, on the 30 minutes, I'm not just seeing change of character. I'm even seeing another break of structure. Okay, it hasn't really broken. Let's see how it looks on the 15. Okay, now on the 15, it's clearly broken. Now on the 15, it's clearly broken. It's clearly broken. Now the question is, let us check the order flow. Let's know how this thing just kept going. In fact, for those on the 15 minutes, they've seen market structure shift here, right? Or change of character, whatever you want to call it. They've seen it there. And now they're seeing extras. Now here, they are clearly seeing something here, break of structure, okay? And then if we keep going, you can see break of structure here. All right, you can see break of structure here. Next one is around here. You can clearly see is going low. Now let's check the order flow. Let's know how this thing happened. Okay. We know that, okay, after this break, change of character, break of structure, you want to be seeing, so you're seeing lower lows and lower highs. Yeah. So you're going to look for where you think this market is going to come to. This was the last, from what I see here, that was the sweep of liquidity, you know, pull down, sweep of liquidity, pull down, sweep of liquidity, entered here, pull down. There's an entry here. Okay, sorry. Let me use my, okay, because I mean, this thing is too much. There was an entry there. That one is together. But there's this long wick here I'm looking at. If we come down to smaller time frame, you will see why. So I think I'm going to be going for this one right there. So it's been giving us lower low. So I like that one. I would be looking to sweep liquidity. Now, where is my liquidity? I can find liquidity all around here. Liquidity here. All right. So I'm just going to label that. Okay. Now I'm just going to pull my fib just to be sure. Okay. Just to be sure. All the way down. All right. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. I know a lot of people are like, now let me show you how to use the fib. Now, if you pull it from this high to this break of structure, if you pull it from this high to this break of structure here, all right, you know you want to see it come up here. But you can clearly see it tapped into this long wick and dropped and gave us a new break of structure. All right. It tapped into this long wick and dropped and even gave us a new break of structure right here. So the question is, this is the next move from this long wick down. You have to really understand this thing because the market is dynamic. If you're not going with the flow, you'll be lost. So I'm seeing this long wick here. That is where I'll be looking for my point of entry. And I can see nice liquidity being swept here. I can see break of structure to the downside. Okay, so I'm going to look for how to get in here. This one gave us this break of structure nicely. There was a nice return into that zone. Sometimes the market doesn't go up here. We can clearly see. But if you want to, if you say no, you want to wait for it, that's a good zone to wait for. But trust me, the way this market is moving, I doubt with this serious sell pressure here, this week is too long for me to, it's too long for me to ignore. All right. So I'm just going to wait to see the reaction here and I will go in. Let me go for a short position. I like to divide weeks into two. I like to divide weeks into two. Right there. Okay. I want to see the market come into that zone, a short position. Yeah, me, I'm looking to sell gold in all honesty. I'm looking to sell. This week is long. Kai, this week is long, Sha. The week is so long. Woo. This is a difficult entry right here. Very difficult. Very difficult. That's a long week. But this one, I don't see any liquidity in between before sweeping this one. So there's every possibility it could come here. And I'm just going to draw my fib from here to the last low all the way down. Yeah, so that will be better. I'll wait for it to also come up here. So this is my final. You see, gold is confusing everybody now. So you just have to be careful. The best of us is getting beaten by gold this period. All right. So what would be my liquidity? If in fact, if possible, let it come and sweep this week. But if not, you know that within this side is long, Sha, is long. Kai is very, very long. Very, very. So I want to see the market come up. I want to see the market come up. I want to really see the market come up to that zone and dump. All right. She's clearly broken structure here, and she's giving us several breakup structures to the downside. If we are going to use the 15 minutes, let's see how it looks on the 30 minutes again. Let's see whether we'll just wait for the upper zone. There are so many zones for this entry. What? What's happening? So many zones. This is the clearest one people will wait for on the 1 hour. I don't like that. I prefer to wait here. Yeah. So this is where I'll be waiting for. Using my QML, I'll be waiting here. This is the surest place, this area. So let's take this up a little bit. Sorry. So using my QML, I like to see this area, wait for it to come up to this area here. Sweep that liquidity. Yeah. So I want to see the market come back here for the next sell. Yeah, I want to see it come back here for the next sell. All right. So market is ready to go down. And where are we taking? If we use the 4 hour, like I showed you before, for your TP, if you use the 4 hour, like I showed you before, for your TP, you want to see the market return back to this area or this area. So it's a long one. It's a long one. It's a long one. It's a long possible sell down. Okay. Is a long one to this downside, at least to the 50% of this move, at least, because on the 4 hour, hold on, let me show you guys. This is too much. Okay, so you can see from this high, from this low to this high, you want to see it come back at least 50% or to the 78, 88 zone. So it's going to be a long drop from what I see, all right, before it can continue to the upside. So it could drop down to this side. Let's even be very cautious. There's liquidity here. It could get here. So different targets, but this is what this area and this area first targets all the way down, possibly to this side, to continue the move. Because remember, this is your break of structure. It has just come down 50%. It didn't come down to the 78, 88 zone. So there's a possibility this thing could drop all the way here. But let us not overshoot our boundaries. Let's just take it as we see it. So is everybody okay? Do you understand? So our entry is on the 15 minutes. This girl, don't leave me behind. Go, don't do this to me today. Don't do this. Girl, no, 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 no. You can't even try. Don't be that. Don't be bad. Don't be bad. Come up and take us. We need you to sweep that liquidity. We believe this is build of liquidity to the upside. And with my QML zone, I'll be waiting around here. Okay. Let us sweep all that liquidity there. And, voila. Yeah, I'll be waiting there. I hope she comes to get us. So is this clear? Did you get it? If you got it, put a 5 in the chat box. Don't stop smashing that like button and don't stop sharing the link. Smash it, smash it. If you understand, put a 5 in the chat box. If you understand why we are waiting for a sell, put a 5 in the chat box. Let's go. I mean, you saw my top-down analysis. I hope you got it. I hope you guys got it. Can you guys hear me? Wow. What's happening? Okay, give me a second. Let me try something here. Can you guys still hear me? Like everybody's quiet. I want to know if you all getting what I'm teaching. All right. So everybody understood. Everybody understood what I just said. All right. So you know why we are selling. All right. Great. Great. I like that. So it could be a serious drop. What I'm seeing coming on gold could be a serious drop. All right. So I want to see this market. Looks like she's already turning back. I want to see her come up, sweep all that liquidity, come into this our QML zone and dump. All right. That's what I'm waiting for. I think the network is back now. I think it's clearer now. All right. All right. Beautiful. Now the next one is US oil. US oil. US oil. Let's look at it together. I'm going to clear everything. Fresh start. Okay. Fresh start. Let me draw the coordinates. Because I know some people are very, very lazy. They'll be waiting for you to do everything and they won't come to class. That's why I'm not dropping everything in class now. Sell limit 3375, 3375.81. All right. Maybe 3381. Then SL. I want SL to be sell limit 33 81 99 3381.99. Just call it 3382. Okay, 3382. All right. And TP, we have TPs all the way down. You can see I marked this one 3275. 3275. Next one, TP again. We have another 3245. 3245. Okay. All right. So that's what we have for gold. That's what I'm looking for towards for gold. So let's look at US oil. All right. I want to really get what she's doing from the monthly. Okay. So remember, US oil this was the last low, and looks like the market is currently on that low right there. The question is she going to keep selling? Now let's look. Even on the monthly, you have seen that she's actually broken structure here. Yeah, it's clear now. She's broken structure here. Okay. Signifying a market structure shift. She's broken structure there. So now we know that we want to see the next possibility for a sell. All right, but she has to pull back to a reasonable amount of space or price before she has to pull up to a very premium zone. So we need to look at what's happening. I'm just going to drop down to the weekly time frame. All right. So looking at the weekly time frame, look at the trend. It's clean. You can see sell from here. Let's start from here all the way here. Oh, sorry. It's even all the way from the top here. You can clearly see. Let's follow it small, small. Okay. Let's follow its possible. Okay, so from here, 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 all right, all the way to this downside. Okay, so that's from the weekly. So we know we want to see some pull up, all right? We need to see it pull up at least. I'm going to stop on the daily. This is a long one. Now, daily is showing you break of structure here. Daily is showing you break of structure here. That is with that break of structure. All right, that's the last break of structure before this low. Okay. Now, question is, we know that she needs to pull up. If we use the fee, she needs to pull up at least above the 50 or into this zone. Okay. But she might not even come up here with what I've been noticing these days. This is where we normally wait for it to pull up. However, we want to buy to a good sell zone. This zone looks like it's already selling from here. But since she has not broken this low, we are not sure if she's ready for the sell. All right. So a lot of things going on here. Okay. So let's look at it on the 4 hour and then we'll just relax. We'll just relax. Remember, this is what we are seeing on the daily time frame. It has to be at least above the 50, and it looks like she's already done that. So there's a possibility she's already selling from here. Okay. Now, what did I see? Oh, look at that beauty. Even at this side, you can see the church. You can see a change of character here. You can see break of structure here. So if I were to use this one, this move down, you can clearly see that it has come to our QML zone, which is here, this area, and she's dropping. So we're going to continue this drop from here. Okay. Now let's come closer to the market. Let's come closer to the market. We're seeing a beautiful sell trend going on. That was the break of structure here. Okay. She's broken structure here. Let's even use this one. This is the 4 hour. So I'm going to I'm going to use the week. If it was 15 minutes now, I'll be looking for a complete break. Break of structure, and then look at what happened. Now pull my fib again from here to that low. And what happened? The market came into this zone, but guess what? It gave us a new low, came and swept liquidity. So we can see that this is liquidity right here, and she's dropping. This is the liquidity right here, and she's dropping nicely. Okay. Now let's go down to the smaller time frame. All right. I hope you are with me. Don't get lost. Please don't get lost. Don't get lost. Am I too fast? I'm in my zones right now. Don't get lost, please. All right. All right. So on the 1 hour, we've seen that the market actually came down. Okay. Came down here, came in, came down even more. All right. So we are trying to see how to enter this trade right now. Okay, we are trying to see how to enter this trade now, right now. So this is what we're seeing. Let me pull it down to this zone. Beautiful liquid. You know me. You know me. Once I see liquidity created around here, you know I'm targeting this zone for the next sell here. I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. Come on. Because this is the move from this zone here, here, there, that. Okay. And she didn't come down so much. I mean it's clear. I don't have to stress my life. I've seen what I'm looking for. That's the move to the downside. Okay. Now, if you look to understand the order flow, you can see sweep of liquidity before she entered that zone. Okay. And she moved down. All right. Now, for her to go to the next level, she has to come back, clear liquidity again, and drop. So right now, you can see that beautiful liquidity forming here. I mean, look at it. It's so clear, glaring. I see it very well right here. Okay, so I can see it glaringly. It's too obvious, too obvious, too obvious, too obvious. Okay, so I want to see the market come up to this zone here, around here, to clear all that liquidity. Okay, So give me a second. I want to see a shot from here. So I want to see it come up. Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Well, we're reducing the number. Smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button. Share the link. Come on. The more, the merrier. I'm just scared that some people cannot hear me. Let me see some fires in the chat box. Why is everybody so... Oh, yeah, now. Put some fires in the chat box. Let's see you. Are you people really ready to trade today? Why are you people so quiet? You people are tired of life. Come on. Oh my God. I'm doing my abnormals first. So everybody just calm down. I'm doing my abnormals. You can see all of them under the abnormals. They are very not normal pairs. So don't worry. Calm down. Steamy, calm down. I got you. Okay. Shaky, I got you guys. First three people. So I want to see sell limit. I want to see sell limit around that 62.917. 62.917. All right. I want to see that. This thing could even come up even 50. This is a nice buying pressure, I mean selling pressure here too. But let's be safe. We'll enter from that zone here. So yeah. So SL 63.332. TP. Yeah, I mean you can choose whatever TP you like. You can take this zone here. Okay, you can take this one. I mean, this is already a 1:4. If you check the 4-hour time frame, I know some people like to milk. We want this girl to come down all the way down. I mean all the way down because she's selling already. So you want to see her come and sweep at least this low right here to continue the downtrend. So if it doesn't stop there, your sell limit, after your sell limit, you can see your TP1. You want to be careful. You can decide to wait at 61.136, 61.136. Okay. And then the next TP will be 59.297, 59.297. All right. So let's see. Yeah, actually, that's a good spot. So we're going to wait for that to happen. Where is it? All right. So we've got see it there now. Shake it. It's right there for US oil. Then I like to look at NAS, but maybe we'll leave NAS. I'm waiting to buy NAS actually. I'm waiting to buy NAS. I'm waiting for it to pull back down here. Okay. For the buy. sweep of liquidity and down this week here. So I want to see it come down here. All right, on the 4-hour time frame. Now let's go to GJ. GJ never came back. I was actually waiting for GJ to come back, guys. Let's do it together. Network is good today. Don't you agree? Network is perfect today. Okay, so this is GJ for you, and clearly downtrend on the monthly. All right, downtrend on the monthly. Clearly a downtrend on the monthly. Okay, what was the last move? The last move was from here. That was the last move from here. Just looking at it holistically. All right, that's the way I like to trade. And you want to see her at least come up above. So this is nice. She could decide to sell from here to continue. Okay, she could decide to sell from here to continue. Yeah, so she could decide to sell from there. And looking here, you can clearly see after sweep of liquidity, she reacted to something here. I've done this several times. Several times. So this is the weekly. Let's go to the daily. We are zooming into the market now. Okay. Remember, she has not shown any reason to sell yet. Why? Because it's not been a break of structure. So she's still buying. Okay, she's still buying. But we know she reacted to that zone there. So let's look at it on the weekly. Okay. So this was the last low. Okay. You can clearly see the move. Move up. Move up. Okay. Clearly higher highs and higher lows came back down here. All right. And you know that's okay. She's moving up. Okay. Now I'm looking at it and I can see break of structure. Now, if you're looking at it on the weekly, if I had pulled my feed from here, from this low, to this high, you can clearly see that beautiful entry, yeah? Here. Okay. Nice entry. Okay. So GJ, you can clearly see a higher high and higher low. Now look at, after let's say we wanted to look for an entry from here to this high, it actually did the right thing and tapped into the zone right there. Okay. Now, question is, how do we join this buy? Remember, on the daily, this is like a change of character here. All right. But that change of character was supposed to validate the sell to the next buy zone. To validate the sell to the next buy zone. All right. So she's done that sell, but she cannot break this low. Now, question, are you ready to buy? Let's look at it on the daily. We are just following the story. You have to be gentle with these things. You have to be gentle with these ladies. They are mean, especially GJ and Gold. GJ and Gold, they are shakara no be here. So, all right. So we are seeing movement to the top. All right. On the daily, we can clearly see movement to the top. That was the break of structure here. Right here, there was a break of structure here. So the question is, next move to the upside. All right, this is still the daily. We are watching. We are watching. So we don't want to see the market at least come down below at least 50 or below here, down to this area, to the premium zone. Premium. I mean, to the discount zone. Now, hold on, let me be sure that I'm doing this right. So we have that move to the top. We want to see it come down into a proper zone for the next buy. Okay. And now we've seen the market pull back, come here, was not able to break this high, pull back, hasn't broken a low. But this is the daily. Let's see if she did it on the 4-hour. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Now on the 4-hour, you can clearly see, even from that zone here, you see your sweep of liquidity. This whole place swept. All right. Okay. But she's not been able to break this high. So she came down from there, gave you a break of structure down this way here. All right. Give us a break of structure down this way. And you want to see the market come back to this area. She's also giving us break of structure here as well. So you want to see the market come back. Let's look at it on the 1-hour. We need to see more. So I'm looking to sell. I'm sorry, I'm looking to sell GJ. I'm looking to sell GJ. On the 4-hour, looking at the 4-hour, I don't even need to look any further. All right. So let me see. That was the high. This was the low. It didn't even come back at all. So let's see whether she's going to try to come back. Okay. Oh wow. I see another zone. She didn't even pull back to at all. She didn't even pull back. She just ran. What's all this? Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's see this. Let's see. Let's look at the break of structure small. There was a break of structure here. Break of structure here. Break of structure here. Not really a break. Spec in anyways. Let's see it on the 4-hour. I don't want to mess this up. I mean, this long week tells it took off from, you can see this breaker block with a gap aligning. So she just went in there, boom, and she dropped. This long week has good selling pressure. So she might not even get up to this zone. All right. So let's see. Let's see. 2-hour time frame. Okay, on the 2-hour, it's clearer. It's clearer. I need to see it sweep liquidity. Okay, give me a second. I just want to be sure. I don't want to make a mistake. This girl hasn't come up the way I want. She might still come up more. Oh, GJ is confusing my soul right now. Yo. Okay. Yeah, she didn't come up at all. There's nothing really here for her. She didn't come up at all. Instead, looking at this other flow, she swept liquidity, tap into that zone, swept liquidity, tap into that zone, came back. All right. Came here. Wow. Crazy, yo. Got into that zone, sweep of liquidity below. Now, let me see from here to this zone. Looks like nothing is there for her. Wow, it's crazy. GJ, I don't know what to say, but I want to sell GJ. Now I'm looking for the right zone to sell GJ. Let's see the 15 minutes, whether it will give us more clarity. Okay, now this looks good. Okay, this looks good. That move. Let's see the order flow. Nothing here. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to pull my feet. Nice entry to that zone here. Okay. Now, where would I wait? Yeah, so I'm going to be waiting for the market to come back to this area. I'm going to be waiting for the market to come back to this area. That's what I'm going to do. I want to see the market come into this area, sweep that zone. Yeah, perfect. So I've seen what I'm looking for, because she's not going to come up again. It's not. I'm not seeing nothing for her to come up to. So I'm going to be waiting for a sell here. I'm going to be waiting for a sell. Good morning. Good morning. I want to see a sell around here. Okay. Down. I want to see it. I want to see a sell there. Okay. To this zone here. Yeah, that's what I want to see, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to take my money and leave. I'm not even going to stay long in this market. Swingers, I mean, is the market is, unless you have so much experience, like you've been there, you've been fighting the market for a very long time. I mean, I really wanted to see this thing come up here, though. On the 4 hour, this pressure was too much to just ignore. Let's look at it again. 2 hour. Yeah, too much. Too much. So I'm just going to wait here. If he hits SL, that's fine. But there's really nothing for her to come up to here. Really nothing for her to come up to. I can't see other blocks, can't see nothing. Really nothing to come up to, if you ask me. Let me even divide it. It's too big what I'm thinking. It's crazy, yo. Wow. Yeah. So this is a risky trade. This is the kind of trade you stay away from because she might decide to utilize all this as liquidity and come up into this zone, really. Because this was all sweep of liquidity. I mean, she could decide she wants to come up all this way. So the risky, let's leave GJ. I'm not really comfortable with GJ. It's too complicated. I wanted to see a simple structure. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing that she might come here and she might decide to use all this. Using what I see here, I'm seeing a beautiful change of character here. But these are all the liquidity is swept to get into this zone. There's a possibility it might come back, and I'm not seeing it. Even if she has given us downtrends, I'm really, really skeptic about all these weeks I'm seeing here. Very, very skeptic about it. So if you ask me, I would say everybody take a chill pill with GJ. I want to sell GJ, but I'm not seeing clear structure. All right. And that is how to select. You don't have to trade everything. Look for the one that has clear structure and stay away from the crazy ones. You don't have to. I mean, this is really, really not clear. I don't like how it is. It's not giving me the vibes. It's not giving me the vibes at all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. See, I'm even trying to see. Okay. 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 Now, I'm staying away from GJ. All right. Um, so let's look at our guests that came in early. Hamza, Stimi, and Emmanuel. What are your pairs? I'm avoiding it truly. GJ is I'm not enjoying what I see here. It's crazy. Why would I want to take a gamble with my money? Nonsense. All right. So I want to see your let's see EJ. I don't trade EJ though. Don't trade EJ. I don't trade EJ. Okay, yeah, for my USD pairs. Okay, so Emmanuel Augustine says He wants AUD USD. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, I don't trade AUD USD, so this is fun. This is fun. It's really fun. So I'm seeing, okay, change of, so it's going up from what I see here. All right, so we're having, so hold up. That was the last low. Yeah. Then a change of character, break of structure, came down. Okay, so she came down. So use this as liquidity. Came down to the QML zone. Yeah. Okay. Why is she selling again? What's happening with you guys? Oh my God. Okay. All right, let me see what's happening on the weekly. She has not given us a new low, so this is the last low. Yeah. Okay. So let me see what she's up to. She's not been able to break this low, so this is the last move. Okay, so we're looking at, let's look at the weekly. All right. On the weekly, that was the last high. So why is she, but she's not, so it's in between here and here right now. Here and here. You have to just first find your range so you know what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to be watching from here. Okay. Remember, she came into this zone, but broke structure, but was unable to break that structure to the high. So she didn't give us a new high on the weekly. I mean, yeah, she didn't give us a new high. So if she didn't give us a new high, your range is between this place, this place. So she's moving this way. So she got here and she started selling. But she's here though. She's here. So let's see. Let's see. Is she going to turn from here or no? Let's mark the last move to the downside. So this was the last move. This was okay. Yeah. I don't like that. All right. So I want to see the market come up to this zone for the next move to the downside. Let me see. From here, there, at least she's come up to the 61.50. Possible she could drop from there. But this is my ultimate zone I usually wait for. So let's watch her move from here. Now let's look at the daily. Which is madness. Now from the daily, we know she took off from there. She broke structure. Okay. She needs to go a pullback before going up. Let's see for our time frame. Yo, why am I seeing sales from this zone happening already on the 4-hour time frame? This was the highest. She did this. Why is she even sweeping? Why is she going? All right. Hold up. Okay. I see the reaction. I see that right here. Okay, I see that right here. Come on. The market is not fun. The market these days is not for babies. You get lost. All right, I see. I see you. Now let's look at what's going on here. AUD USD. I didn't know it was this crazy with AUD USD. I don't trade it anyways. Oh my god. Crazy. All right. Let's see. Looks like good formation of liquidity here. It's crazy, isn't it? Okay, so I would wait because I see liquidity forming at my zone. This is crazy though. Market is doing something funny, really, really funny here. It's doing something really funny there. Okay, but this will be what I'll wait for. Why is it? Why is the market selling? A lot of things are selling this period. I want to see it sell all the way. Is this okay? Emmanuel Augustine, is this what you're expecting too? Because mm, it's madness what I see here. I would clear it up to this zone and just chill. AUD USD, Emmanuel Augustine, AUD USD. What are you saying? You're having a buy bias, but it has to pull back. So I'm not having a buy bias, and I explained why. We know we are buying from here. We know she broke structure. We know. We know she broke structure. But there's something here that is pulling her back on this side. Let me go back to the weekly. Yeah, your buy bias is correct, but I want to see a pullback for that buy bias to happen. It's not pulled back. Now, if you look closely, let me just delete all this here. On the weekly, you want to see it buy to this zone, right? But it might not get there. So even if you want to see a buy, hold on, let's do it together. Your buy bias is correct, but it has to pull back for the buy. That's what I'm saying. It has to pull back for the buy. So maybe you're going to wait for the buy, and then we'll see how far. You're going to wait for the buy. Now, you can clearly see a change of character here, break of market structure here. This is the weekly. Let's look at it on the daily. Okay, you can see that here. It has to pull back, even if it breaks, it has to pull back. It might not, though. It might not. But what's going on here? This is madness. This is madness. It has to pull back at least to the 38 or to the 23. It didn't even come to the 23 yet. In fact, which is why I'll even be looking at it there. It didn't even come back anywhere. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It didn't come back anywhere. It did not. It's reacting to this sell zone here. All right, it's reacting to that sell zone here. So if you want to wait for a buy, where will you wait for this buy? Where now will you wait for this buy? Okay, hold on. Let's use your buy bias. This would have been your break of structure to the upside. So you are waiting to buy around the same zone and waiting for my TP. So you are waiting to buy around the same zone and waiting for my TP. Because if this is your break of structure, all right, I hope I'm talking to Augustine. If this is your break of structure to the upside, yeah, this low should be protected. Yeah. So that is why I'm also taking a sell down to this low. So your buy, I'm sure you are waiting for a buy here. Same area I'm waiting for my SL. I mean for my TP. All right. This was the low that gave us that break of structure here. This is the daily. Right. So you're waiting for this market to sweep this liquidity here. Okay. And come into the zone. Yeah. So you're waiting for this market to drop down. But it has to pull back. Yeah. So is that sell I want to catch? But this is the daily time frame. This whole market is reacting to something on the right. I showed you. Yeah. So even if you're waiting to sell, you'll be waiting around this zone for your sell. You can see it. Your fib is telling you the story. Your fib is telling you the story. You'll be waiting for it to sweep this liquidity. In fact, there's something here as well. All this is liquidity. I want to see it sweep all that. I want to see it sweep all that here. I want to see it sweep all that and come into my zone. All right. So if you're going to be buying, hold on. I'm just going to do this. Okay. So I'm waiting for it to come in here, but I need to see it sell into this zone. You are waiting. So we are both on the same page, but you are waiting for the buy from here. I want to see it sweep all that liquidity. The beauty of Forex. I know this is what you're waiting for. Thank you. So I know you wanted to sweep that trend line liquidity. Yes. So me, I'm trying to catch the sell that will sweep all that trend line liquidity. So it's both ways. You get the point now. Yeah, you wanted to sweep all that trend line liquidity. Yeah. And come into this zone. Right? No, 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 no. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Stick to what works for you. Stick to what stick to what works for you. Yeah. Yeah, this is beautiful. Let me just get this out of the way. Okay. So I wanted to see that sell down to the zone. You get. Yeah, I wanted to see that sell down to the zone. So even possible, but this whole thing here, are you saying this market will not come back here? That's what I'm thinking about. Okay, it's fine. Obvious, very very obvious. It might even decide to hit your SL self before going. Very possible. All right. So who is the next person? Where is Timmy? Timmy, what do you want? Olaoluwa, you came in late. USD JPY. Oh, Steamy, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oh no, come on, yo. No, USD JPY. No. Ah, this happens to me a lot though. Steamy, can you see what I'm seeing? Did I drop this trade for you guys? Congratulations if you're still on the trade. Congratulations, darling. That's a great one. I totally forgot about this. So I'll look for how to get in. All right. Look for how to get in. I'll look for I'll look for how I'm sorry, I'll look for how to get in. I think I plotted it and left it because it was still up somewhere and I was like, to take long for this thing to drop. Oh, sorry, darling. Sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, go to the Telegram channel. I'm going to be dropping. I wanted to do BTC. I wanted to do BTC. Oh, I've already done BTC for those that joined us yesterday on TikTok. I already did BTC, and we want to see. Yeah, so I already told you guys it's on the Telegram channel what I'm expecting for BTC. All right, darlings, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you all. See you again next week. Follow me on my Telegram channel. Okay, something good is coming up for the month of June, and I can't wait to see you guys in my inner circle very soon. Love you all. Mwah. Bye for now.